Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana, is this already the low? Have we already seen the low? Well, the possibility exists because Solana is reaching out of this target area. So for explanation, this is the target area that we talked about back in November for the price to reach, and now we have reached it. We identified that bullish potential reversal pattern here, broke out of it as expected, moved to the first resistance, have not yet made a higher high, but the fact that Solana broke out of this target area, even if it's only short time, shows that it wants to get higher, it wants to get started, and the possibility certainly exists that the next main or major wave up is going to take us above the previous resistance at around $259 and then way above $300 as well, actually above $450 medium to long term. These chances and opportunities and possibilities are certainly there. However, I'm still very, very careful. I have to say that my primary expectation would still be that we come once more lower. And the reason for that is that, yes, we spent quite a lot of time in this target area, but we didn't get into it very deeply. There's a good chance and a good opportunity for the price still to come lower, more into the middle region of that target area, maybe even the $55 level. That is the 78.6% FIB level before we can really start to see sustainable upside. But personally, what I did, and you know that, I already heavily accumulated Solana here, not only Solana, but various other altcoins, because I always saw that we were in the last meters of the correction. And yes, of course, it's possible we drop here another 50%, even though it seems ridiculous. But it is absolutely possible. We are in a highly volatile market, and that drop from here, from $144 end of January, all the way down to around 80, that came out of nowhere, and that was nearly a 50% drop, maybe around 40% more, but you can see how quickly something like that can happen. So I'm still very, very early. It's not, for me, it's not yet to say that we are definitely going to go up and the downside potential is eliminated. No, it's still very, 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 very real. And it would still, to be honest, still my primary expectation that we haven't seen the low yet. But nevertheless, to secure positions here, I started to dollar cost average in a while ago into Solana. You know that. So I'm actually prepared for both scenarios because I'm prepared to hold these positions should we drop once more lower. Zooming out, in my personal opinion, that's no financial advice, but in my personal opinion, we are already in a very attractive price zone, even at $100. Just remember, let's say middle of November, nobody would have imagined we could ever see $100 Solana again, and there we are. And therefore, it's always important to zoom out, also because the perspective changes easily. Therefore, it is also very important to understand, zoom out, have a look at where we're actually coming from. And this will be one of the next price targets, that all-time high. And then if we break through it, we can see a $450 plus Solana. Currently, as I said, Solana tried to break out of the $105 level. That was one of the resistance levels that I told you. We would reach here in that uptrend, and that Solana needs to break above to move to the next one, which would be at $122. So far, it has not managed to get through, but what we can see here, that what is coming up here, at the moment, it still looks very much like a three-wave structure. What is good, we don't see overlaps here, so that drop did not get into the previous price range, and that particular retracement here that we saw did only really retrace down to the 38.7% FIB level at $98. So you can see the 4-hour candles. This did close above that level. And that is not a very strong retracement. That actually suggests further continuation to the upside. And that could mean that we are going to break here on the week and that $105 level and move all the way up to $122 US. But even that, I would not even call that sustainable. So at least not as a confirmation of a sustainable breakout to the upside. What I would want to see is, to be honest, to really be more confident, is to see us breaking that $122 level and at the same time have a 5-wave structure to the upside, and then a first ABC down. And then if we make a higher low, a significantly higher low, then that would be first of all, it would be another entry point. And on the other hand, it would show us and make us more confident that the low for Solana was already in. Now, reason I'm a bit skeptical is also here the 8-hour chart, which is already losing positive momentum again. So see that blue line already turning around. If that realizes in a bearish crossover, then that immediate uptrend could already be game over. But on the daily, yeah, the daily is still pushing higher. Light green bar now, but a bit too early to say it. Generally, the indicators do support further upside. We talked about that 4-day chart. And you know, when I say the indicators support more upside, it doesn't mean we need to go up tomorrow. It also doesn't mean we go up in a straight line. And it also doesn't mean we have to go up. So we have to always understand that what is the market capable of doing? And at the moment, it is certainly capable of pushing up. And just because we are pushing up also doesn't mean we have to have a sustainable uptrend. Without a problem, we could maybe move up all the way to, yeah, $150 once more, you know, and then come down. Absolutely. All of that is possible in such a highly volatile market. We can only survive in this market by understanding probabilities. And generally, as I said, that 4-day chart MACD crossover did mean something. We talked about it in previous videos. And however, we don't have a long signal yet here on the 4-day chart. Generally looking interesting, will be an interesting weekend. Personally, I think we should. Solana will address once more the $105 level, but we also need to understand that Bitcoin is currently really at a key tipping point, and what Bitcoin is going to do in the next few days will determine probably Solana's course of action for the next few days. Unless Bitcoin just moves sideways, then Solana has a chance to do its own thing. Other than that, I think Bitcoin is going to decide here, because Bitcoin is at a key resistance level. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my Bitcoin video from earlier today. So hopefully you liked the Solana video. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. There's a for channel members again, there's a weekly live stream, and the next weekly live stream is tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.